we have a man by the name of Gideon. And the scripture starts off telling the wrong of Israel. Go ahead and write that if you in your notes. If you are taking notes, write the wrong of Israel. The wrong, the wrong, the wrong. It says this. It says, and Israel, Judges chapter 6 and 1. It says, and Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord. Do y'all see that? And Israel did, that's the wrong. I called it wrong, but notice what the scripture says. Scripture says the evil. I called it wrong because all of my points are going to start with a W. But I also want to point out that we often lessen. We decrease. We call it a blunder. God calls it an atrocity. We call it a mistake. God calls it murder. Listen to it. He says stubbornness is as the sin of witchcraft. We would say, you know, that's I'm a little stubborn. You see that? And God would say, you're a little murderer. You're a little idolater. You see that? He calls lying as the sin of murder. You know, we just told a little lie. And God says, oh no, God always weighs it differently. Okay, can I tell you how God weighs it? If sin was just a mistake, let me read. Look at. But because sin is bigger than a mistake, God had to come in the form of a human. Go about Jerusalem doing good, preaching, walking the cobblestone streets of Jerusalem, healing the sick, raising the dead, showing people this is how it's done. Then he goes to Golgotha's hill, 20 miles outside of Jerusalem. They write above, here lies Jesus, King of the Jews, in 3 different languages. They take a crown of thorns and press it into his head. They took a 9-inch spike and drove it through his radius corpus bone. They pierced him in his side and cereal sandwich fluid came out of his side. They nailed him to a cross. They laid him of a bald tomb of Joseph of Arimathea, and then he went into the underworld. That is how big sin is.